slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help.
I hit the wrong button again. How's it going, everybody? How are you tonight? We're back yet again with another episode of Resident Evil 0. When we last left off, we unlocked some new doors. We went into the basement and ran away from a bunch of gas spiders. We met some new enemies that are a pain in our ass. And now we gotta do more of that. But But before we get into that, I once again want to tell you all about my social media. Here we have the TikTok, where you can see videos of things. I'll get better at posting those. The Instagram, where you can see photos of things I post. And we have the Twitter, where you can hear my thoughts and opinions on my random retweets about David Lynch. But most of all, you can also follow me here on Twitch. We are 9 away from our goal. At that follow goal, I will try some homemade wine out that I've had in my closet for like 2 years. Could be good, could be terrible. Either way, it'll cause a reaction in me. Not looking forward to it, but I think it'll be funny. I think that's about all the housekeeping we got, so what say we go ahead and we start getting into it. And to hit that button a moment sooner. And as always, let me know if the audio is too high, too low. Just off some way. And I will do my best to fix it on the fly. We're at the beginning of an episode, so first thing we gotta do is get rid of our ink ribbons. And it's time for a costume change. Billy's only got a couple more. Billy kind of gets the short end of the stick when it comes to costume. But we have his Cody costume, which I guess is, accurate for his. I didn't want to switch that. I wanted to use. And for Rebecca, we have the sportswear, which is the creepy ass outfit she wore, or the outfit from that creepy ass photo Wesker had. Where are we going? It's funny. I actually made it a point today to think about what I had to do in this game and in what order, so that I wouldn't have to do exactly what I'm doing now. That door's locked. That's the water key. So I need the water key, which is all the way in the basement. Which also means I need to find our grenade launcher. That's why I ran up here in the first place. I remember. That's one of the really big problems with Resident Evil 0, though. Like, essentially, they wanted you to have to, play a rousing game of what items are more precious than others. But in all reality, it just ends up being, what room do you want to turn into an item box? So, we do have a room we have to explore down that way as well. We're not going to do that yet, though. Because there's that one's gonna, that's more of an extra. We can come to that later. That's not a big, we'll do it before we, finish up, quote unquote, this area. But, hopefully what we're going to go do now works. I'm a little hesitant about it, and it's going to heavily depend on whether a certain item is actually in the room. I'm trying to think if I'm remembering correctly. Because if there's room we're going to, if it has a certain thing in it, we're good. We're golden.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
God damn it. Not a good start, y'all. I could kill those spiders. not going to waste the firepower on it. But we're gonna... Perfect, they are here. Good. Those grenade rounds make all the difference in the world. Rebecca, don't get hung up on the corner next to the giant spider. So, this part of the game is fairly simple. But we are going to give Billy the best possible chance he has for survival. Okay. Rebecca doesn't really need to be armed for this. Billy does. So... we're gonna grab these. Hopefully... okay, it doesn't look like there's anything over here, so we aren't gonna bother to go that way. I'm sure that there's an actual solution to this. Fuck if I know it. Like, this game has a lot of those kinds of puzzles, where it's like... I'm sure there's an answer to them, but unfortunately, I don't know what they are, because most of the time you can just kind of guess. This is gonna suck. No. Battle sequence? Oh. Oh no. Yes. Not only do we have eliminators and leechmen and whatnot, we also get hunters in this game. So... I thought there was a third hunter. I was about to be pissed. But, all in all, could have gone worse. I think the little shrug Billy just did, like, eh. But yeah, like, now we have the key that we need to go and do other crap. And I'm actually going to rearrange our items. No, actually, it's fine. It can stay.
Follow me.
Okay.
So, when you have a room that you're trying to run
You
through...
stay here.
Yeah.
This way.
Okay.
Actually, I have to wait for a second to let Billy get up to me and then tell him to wait.
I'll go.
Okay.
So, if you have a room like this where you want to run through without getting hit, don't have your companion character following you. Because it's far easier to run from the enemies by yourself. And up on that landing, like, Rebecca can't be touched. So, like, you don't have to worry... you don't have to worry about her getting hurt by the spiders. But I do know that there's at least a... run, 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 run. Yes.
Come on.
Roger.
I do wish you could move and give the stay, come command. Like, that would be nice. But we are done with this basement, I believe. We're going to take one quick look at the map to make sure. There's an ink ribbon in there. Got everything out of there that we need. Yeah. We're done with this part of the basement. We have to go to the other part of the basement. That's something different we'll deal with in a moment. But for the most part, we're done with this section of the basement. So we can just rocket on through. Back to our main hall. We'll redistribute our items. What I'm going to need in a moment is going to be different than what I have on. Technically speaking, I think I could do it with some of the items I have on me. But I do need one more thing for this little excursion. A good old Molotovs. Now, Molotovs are particularly good for one very specific enemy. Like, there's one enemy that Molotovs are particularly great for. Leeches. Like, leech zombies are awful. But Molotov is very useful. Don't need a facility to throw it away, yes. Alright. Before we go in there, I'm gonna whip that. We're gonna whip Becca. I'm gonna reload. Fine. And realistically, I should have went and shaved.
Let's split up.
Okay.
But YOLO. I'll be so mad if I have to do all that stuff I just did again. But you know. Hit this first door right here. For the most part, you're completely safe as long as you stand right here. You go forward, backward. I don't think anything will ever happen to you. Billy can see what we're about to see. And he seems very not bothered by it, but take this, leech man. So fire's the best way to kill them. Like, outright, use the Molotovs. It's about one of the few situations where the Molotovs are used. I actually don't think there's anything else in this room other than that, like, this T-handle thing. Which seems like a waste to me. Other than, like, film reels? Yes. These are the machines where, the guy in the robes who things watching us from. So, you know, we know where that cutscene took place now, at least. But there's nothing else in here. Just that. They could have thrown, like, a box of ammo. An herb. The Ark of the Covenant. So there we go. 2 leeches dealt with. Like I said, the Molotovs, kind of good for that. But now we've ended up in a bar. Looks like a fairly familiar kind of puzzle. Why don't we play some piano? Billy's gonna play some piano, and I'm gonna take a drink of water. I'm gonna spill that water all over myself. The irony of that is, I just ordered 4 of these, which are like extendable, reusable straws. That's the first time I'm seeing them. I just got them today. In them. Oh, they come with a wire brush. That's also extendable. Yeah. Neat. I wonder if I just picked the one lucky one that had the wire brush in it. They all come with one. They would. That way, when I go out, I have a straw, because I know that they're better for the environment. I get it. I truly understand it, but I paper straws. Paper straws are bullshit. But we got some Magnum rounds in here. Billy is not doing great. Some glass bottles. If Billy ever wants to pick up and grab them. So we can make 3 more. So in all reality, like, we're doing pretty great with Molotovs. Actually, ammo as a whole. The room's gonna have a bunch of... Oh. I guess not. I thought this room was gonna have a bunch of leeches in it. It might be after you grab the battery. But you want Rebecca to come in, because it's Resident Evil, so clearly there's a trap. I like how she automatically turns. So, while I've met people like this, I feel like they made Rebecca a little too... Like, I know, like, there are plenty of people out there with that actual physique. But, like, I feel like she's, like, shows... Like, that outfit really shows off, like, how petite the character model is. Looks weird to me. I don't know. Like, I personally, in real life, know people that small, so it's not surprising. But yeah, you play the piano again, and door opens.
Okay.
Let her come to me so that we can
I'll check it out.
Okay.
do some item exchange, because neither of us really have all that. Holy shit, that's 8 Magnum rounds? Rebecca can have all of the... I think I'm going to need both of these, or all of the, and this. Don't want to take that. I am going to take that, actually. Because Billy's not doing great. Alright. Becca's going to stay in here for the moment. Billy's going to go out. And check out that last hallway. There's the leeches. Once again, don't waste a single bullet on the leech. They are particularly just, not worth it. So we have 2 doors to choose from, that one and this one. Go with this. Because the key item we need, I believe, is... Oh. I just ran right by him. What? Vice is gripping a tablet. The handle is... So you use the little handle you found 2 rooms ago? And now we have the obedience tablet. Now, do I have... I do. Okay. Do have the room to grab these shotgun shells. I'm going to go ahead and take those. Definitely use shotgun shells. Quick cursory glance around the room. Doesn't appear as though there's anything else for it. Sometimes it do be like that. But we have one more room right here. We're going to take a quick look. Of course, if there's handgun ammo in here, I can just take that outright. Is handgun ammo good? I'm going to need a lot of bullets soon. More bottles, too. Any gas? I could really use a canister of gas. But Rebecca's going to have to come back in here because we need all of those health items. But we can go ahead and take control of Rebecca and run ourselves into that room. I was fairly certain there was going to be a leech monster there, but not 100% per se. Because I need to balance some items, and the best way to do that is together. Okay. Ding. There we go. All right, we have 2 item slots between. So I'm going to give Billy all of the... And Rebecca should have enough ammo. Or enough room to grab and combine those herbs and grab that first aid spray. So we won't have to come back in here at all. I don't generally use first aid sprays in Resident Evil games, but I also can take my time a little bit more than I am here. Like, that's the downside. Like, trying to do this for camera, and, like, I'm playing a little bit sloppier than I normally. So, I need a little bit more stuff than I normally. And we're actually going to manipulate Billy's stats to idle here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, he'll try to shoot those leeches. And I don't want him wasting ammo on it. We're going to run our asses right through this room nice and quick. Don't forget to turn him back away from away from idle, by the way. When you, before you get into combat. But we're gonna go drop off one of these tablets real quick. Tablet we have. I believe Billy has. Billy a little bit more, Oh, it doesn't work in this one. You can't stutter step on the stairways. Huh. Speedrunners must love that. That, for anybody who's not in the know, that's a speedrunner technique. Tap the run button Oh yeah, his animation like actually takes a moment. Can't spam that, huh? I never noticed that before. But we can get rid of that tombstone so we ain't lugging it all over creation. We have guidance and or obedience and unity. We need discipline, I believe. I believe the last one's discipline. All right, we're about halfway through the stream too. Ooh, this might end on a boss fight, y'all. I don't mean to get you excited, but this might end on a boss fight, which is gonna suck. But let's head out to our big old item box room. Actually, we need to head to our save room. I'm gonna save real quick. But we also need a couple things in there. There's a couple things have to come with them. Right? We've used all the gas. 6 of those. I wish we had a couple more, but you know. And I think Becca does not have a item. What does Billy have? See, this is something that does annoy me about this. I feel like it wouldn't be so bad if either there wasn't 2 slot items, like 2 item slot items, like the shotgun, the grenade launcher, hook shot. Like if those didn't exist, or if find these magnum rounds. 9 magnum rounds. I'm liking that. Bottle here. Becca's getting ready to get rid of that. We'll go get rid of that real quick. Yeah, we'll go get rid of that real quick. We have a little bit of room to manage. Once again, the biggest failing of this, them trying to be like, oh, do something new and interesting with the franchise, which is controlling 2 players at the same time. And the problem is, like, obviously that makes item management kind of unnecessary. But it also... Oh, there is a back. Never mind. I was gonna say, why couldn't they just push it off the elevator and let it fall to... It's also a wooden box. It probably would have broken.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
Alright. Get big, strong Billy to, push this here box. But yeah, like, this is one of those, like, kind of, like, one of those games where, like, there's something here. There's something here that isn't bad. But I feel like it almost feels like parody of Red. Like, I think the Leech guy, I think he's a little too much, you know? He gets real anime villainy. And, like, his motivations aren't super. Like, it's kind of mustache twirly villainy. And that's not great. That's not interesting. And we have discipline. Finally got the last tombstone.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
So, now that we've gotten all of our tablets, we need to do a little bit of item move. Well,
I'll check it
actually,
out.
Roger.
Becca can have that. This can get left here. This can get left here. I think all I'll need for the time being is the pistol. We're gonna go explore the last room down here. Grab the couple items I want out of that. Which might be... Really wish Billy could, like, not take damage occasionally. Ooh. That spider's gonna get my ass on the way out. I want this ammo. So, this room is very muchly worth the bag of handgun ammo to kill these 2 zombies. Which I'm glad about, because, like, I didn't want to use all of that ammo, but 3 packs of handgun ammo, a pack of shotgun shells, and gas is all very worth it. I think there's something else in here, but I can't remember what. Don't go in this door. Like, so, to give y'all an idea of where we are, because this could be a bit disjointed. This room up here, that's the hole Rebecca fell through. That's where we pushed her through. That's... If you go in here, there's just an eliminator. So, like, it's not worth going. Nothing in there other than an enemy. Enemy I don't have to fight. Speaking of enemies I don't have to fight. Get the hell away from these spiders. I'm gonna immediately run. Okay. That first spider's got me both times. Am I poisoned? Oh, okay. Are these Molotovs here? Yeah, those are Molotovs. So where's those bottles I had? Because easy thing here is to combine these with the gasoline. Just completely get that started. So, this is going to be kind of boring for a second. Because I'm going to need to take pretty much every item that's in this room and move it to a close nearby room. And that's not going to be super fun to watch. Alright, both characters have full item boxes, so, or item, so. And the reason to do this is, technically speaking, the train is the only part of this game you can't go back to from pretty much the last screen, or the second to last, or third to last room. Fourth to last? Yeah, fourth to last room onward, you can pretty much go back to the train wreck. Some would argue the whole... But, I digress. We're actually going to do a thing where... So we're going to pretty much pepper all of our items in here for the most part. There's no enemies between us and... And I actually screwed up. I could have had another item slot. So we're leaving all of our items here. You might be asking yourself, Ralph, why are you wasting time doing it? Well, it's real simple. I don't want to have to use that door again. Like, after I put the last tombstone in where it's supposed to be, I don't want to have to go back through this. Because, basically, if I go through that door, there will be 4 eliminators right outside. And I don't want to have to use ammo or anything to fight them. Not worth doing. Like, full stop, it's kind of not worth doing. But we also kind of need all of this stuff. Like, if you notice, I'm not lugging around too much in terms of stuff. Weapons are really the only thing I'm too concerned with bringing along. But we are going to need that stupid goddamn hook shot. Does Billy have room to pick that up? No. Okay. So Rebecca's gotta grab the hook shot. And Rebecca's also gonna go grab one more item. Okay, I didn't leave anything else in here. Rebecca's gonna grab one more item for it real quick. That I... Actually, is it in here? Now, I don't remember if it's actually in here or not. Don't want that pistol. But real quick, I haven't read a note yet today. Regulations for trainees. Training facility mansion. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employee to serve the future of Umbrella Corp. Applying the strictest and most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, creed, produce only the best candidates to be the future global leaders of Umbrella Corp. I mean, apparently Umbrella kind of woke. Good for them, I guess, but, you know, for an evil company, I'm surprised it's like, you don't need to be a certain religion, like, you don't need to be a certain race or sexuality, gender, be you, but also do we. Good for them. We look forward to the development of our leadership, of your leadership qualities. Training facility guidelines. Discipline, obedience. These three words are the basic principles which govern Umbrella Corporation employees, and we are to be considered the law of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times. Devote yourself to your training and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation, Management Training Facility. So, if you're ever with a company that has that kind of cult-like chutzpah to them, leave. You're not a family. Ain't some family shit. Actually, didn't need anything in here. I thought there was something else in here, and all that's in there is that pistol, and I don't want that pistol. So we are ready to move on. And looks like we're going to get to that boss fight at the end. Or in other words, we might get to the part where Ralph softlocks the game and can't actually beat it with the items and weapons he has at his disposal. Which also means that, like, if that happens... This is the last soak point, I think. Like, I think after this I can do all of the... This is the only part that ever screws me up on harder difficulties. Okay, that answers that. Let's put this tombstone in its hole. So this was also the halfway point of the game, give or take. This is where the disc changed in the original GameCube. I like a little light comes on above the door, like. But we moved it, like. I shouldn't say like that many times. So now if you go out there, you'll be in this hallway here. Which, if you remember, is the went up the ladder and we fought all the zombies up here. Well, that's now filled with Eliminator. No. That's a first aid spray and a blue herb, if I'm not mistaken. Might come back for that first aid.
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Alright. What do we have item-wise that we don't need? Knife. That's one of them. Billy doesn't really need that grenade. Okay. Before I forget to do that, because that's something... That's a thing. Alright, I want to take... We'll give Rebecca the pistol. And also have the ammo for it. You know, as a treat. And I think that'll give Billy enough, or give us enough room in... this. Okay, not yet that. Billy's also gonna need... Pretty much Billy's gonna get all of our heavy firepower right now. I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh. I'm gonna need the... And we're actually gonna have to come back here after the boss fight, because I need a couple more things in here. But... I think we're ready to move on. And I'm not looking forward to this boss fight. I hate the fucking boss fight coming. I do. I think it is garbage. I'm gonna take a look around here real quick. See if we might luck out on something. Nope, it's locked from the other side. Doesn't seem to be getting power, so... Guess there's only one way to go. Through here. Great.
You stay here.
Okay.
But yeah, to do this boss fight... I don't want to waste... Not a fun boss fight, y'all. He's gonna suck. I'm gonna hate it. We have a big old curse. With one room we can go into. Oh, what's this? Stuff in this room? And it's a save room. I'm sure it wouldn't behoove me right now to save. I do like how they gave a different background to every save screen. Grab these, I guess. Resident Evil Gaiden and Resident Evil Survivor. I mean, are those technically sequels? By the way, welcome in Ultimate Unit. Thanks for being here. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying Resident Evil 0 and how I'm about to be very frustrated with it. But I don't think either of those technically qualify as sequels. They're both offshoot games. Like, they're both side stories. I guess technically Survivor does have sequels, which are bullshit. I will give that one. But because the Survivor sequel sucks. It's just fucking bat. Absurd Taco. I heard that having more than 4 save files invalidates your experience. Were this my first experience with this game, I might agree, disagree, what have you. But this is a, I am trying very hard to not just fail at this point. Because auto-aim's a mother... I also have no health items. That's probably stupid of me. There we go. Christ. Yeah, so, I've lost saves before. And, like, soft-locked this game enough times in this particular boss fight to where, like, I don't screw with it, like, tiered saves. Especially for these, for, like, Let's Plays online, like, I also tend to, like, I'm playing on normal. I've 100%ed this already, like, on the, oddly enough, on the Nintendo Switch. So, like, I've gotten my experience of this game. I'm cool with that. Ooh, Billy's almost dead. I should have probably given him health. Right? That almost got real bad because I didn't expect Billy to get that hurt. How are you tonight, Absurd Taco? Ain't seen you in a minute. How are things going? Whereas I forgot to say hello. Which, we're actually close to wrapping up. Might just get to the next save point and call it. Don't worry, guys. They gave me a red herb out here. Nothing else, just a red one. I'm sure that's helpful. Like... if y'all are familiar with the Resident Evil series, please chime in on this. Is it just me, or is there like a weird difficulty spike between easy mode and hard mode in this game? I'm just getting back into playing RE0, 1, 2, 3, the HD version. I mean, 1, 2, and 3, great experiences every time.
Roger.
Like, they are great to play. 0... I think is a harder sell. You gotta actually like 0 to want to play it. I hate using first aid sprays, but... I mean, is that the last time you played them in the GameCube era? Because that was a while ago. The GameCube has not been a thing in a mighty long time. Shit. I forgot to grab something. Yeah. A little bit of a long time. I actually have been kind of like hold on, there were a bunch of words in that one. Are you ever going to complete these on highest difficulty on stream? It would be cool to watch. I think 4 is the best of these games, to be honest, but I'm chilling. Thanks for asking. How are you doing tonight, Daddy? I mean, I forget the daddy comment. I'm good. So I have a controversial opinion of 4. I do not think 4 is all that good. I think 4 is all right, but I also think that, like, there are better... Like, I think 4 is a fine action game, but I do think it kind of gets repetitive, and it kind of loses the soul of the series. I want to... I had to think about how I actually want to do this. There's leechmen and hunters. I might do, like, later on when I get more comfortable, because part of me doing it like this is because I'm very new to streaming. Like, admittedly, part of this is me relying on the fact that I know these games. Like, I know how Resident Evil works. So, like, these are comfortable to me. If that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out how to stuff 10 pounds of shit into a 5-pound bag. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I know how I can do this. It's... Oh, jeez. I mean, you're not wrong. I look forward to the day where I'm not uncomfortable around women. Just full stop. But I do find it like these games... These games I find to be fairly easy for me because I know them so well. Now, I'm playing them on, like I said, normal difficulty, and thank you, I appreciate that. But I do that because these are, like I said, I know them very well. Like, I think I'm a little embarrassed that, like, last week I had to look up that stupid, power puzzle for this game. I could, just for the life of me, couldn't remember how to do that puzzle correctly. But yeah, like, I figure if I do these, that's what I need the bottles for. Okay, game. We don't need that stinger that long. I would like to, once I get better at this, go back and revisit all of these games. But, like, for now, it's just me having fun playing them. Which, you know, it's kind of like a Bob Ross painting. There are no mistakes. Just Ralph getting extremely frustrated at being killed by a hunter again. I say that. I did one where I actually didn't die throughout the course of the game. Because I got the damn achievement at the very end. When I purposely died from... Yeah. It's a shame. Did y'all see that? I'm sorry, I'm gonna hop topic a little bit here. Did y'all see that Bob Ross documentary? That shit was kind of sad. Like, It's on Netflix. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Happy Accident, but I highly recommend it. It was kind of sad. God damn, the music stinger. Like, it's not as loud for you guys because I, have it turned down a bit, but like it's very loud in my headphones.
Ow! Ow!
Like, but it was very good. Like, it very sad, but very good. Which, I appreciate. But yeah, like, if you have it, I assume you've seen it, Ultimate Unit. Taco, if you haven't seen it, like, I definitely recommend it. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds rad. It was very nice of these zombies to wait patiently while I put a Molotov cocktail in the dumbwaiter and send it. God damn it, Billy, you have a shotgun. Okay, everybody not dying now? UFC. I don't watch UFC. Like, I'm not a sports guy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like, I'm glad it was a good watch. But I know it. You could be making all of the UFC stuff up. I'd have no way of knowing. I'll take your word for it, but I have no way of knowing whether you're screwing with me or not. Like, you could tell me, yeah, no, he bit this dude's head off. It was the damnedest thing. I'd have no way of knowing. Actually, that I feel like I'd see in the news, but, Investigators report. Dr. Marcus, co-founder with President Spencer of the Umbrella Corporation, disappeared 20 years ago. The result of his research have been kept under wraps the entire time. The reason became clear here at the training facility run by Dr. Marcus. Well, not here exactly, but underground. When we ventured below, we understood. There we found evidence of Dr. Marcus's research into the T-virus prototype called Progenitor. The evidence of years of hideous experimentation that used company employees as guinea pigs. We cannot know how many were forced to become subjects, but based on the evidence, no less than 20 individuals were involved. Well, propaganda is kind of everything in some ways. Like, that's a whole can of worms. Some of them were taken deliberately to keep the corporation's secret safe. Where the doctor is now, I don't know. But, considering the recent rapid growth of Umbrella Corporation, I can't help but think that his research is continuing. Yes, his experiment lives and continues to grow in the dark. Those things, the fruit of his research, they fill this facility. The rest of the notebook, pages are missing. But yeah, like, the news has very specific, my opinion. Which I'm sure sounds weird to say, but like, there are very specific things. I need a stripping agent, which I know is like the green goop here. Which I have green goop, don't I? I have green goop. Oh. I already have the green chemical. No, that's not fake. Like that, don't spread stuff like that in here, man. Like, not the place for that. Like, also, that's not propaganda, even in its most, like, even in the most generous sense, that wouldn't be propaganda. I like how the music's still, like, going hard up here. Every time I come in this room, I'm expecting to fight something. Where are we at? An hour 5. I will get this leech. Oh my god, I got mine. I'm sorry, those weren't words. You ever get like a weird like bubble feeling in your nose? Like you're about to sneeze, but it don't quite happen. There we go. Ugh. That was the damnedest thing. But let's send this blue... Alright. That's okay. But... I've been looking all over for this as a 3D model. Because I know that there's a way to do it. I am not nearly versed enough in 3D modeling to do it, where you can pull a video game model to 3D print. Because I'm looking for a wall hanger for this. And so far, all I can find is that damn 0. And that I may print that, I don't know yet. But I would love to be able to print one of these damn leeches. And I cannot find a good model online that somebody has already made. And I am not skilled enough with 3D modeling to make it myself. And I'm so mad that nobody has rendered a 3D object of that yet. Because I feel like if I was to try to do it like I did those, it wouldn't print properly. Like, because those are images. Those are PDF. Or, not PDFs, PNG. That I printed. I'm sorry to be, like, you know, making throat noises and sniffling into the mic. Like, my nose is just freaking out all of a sudden. It's one of those things where it's as expensive as you want to make it. Like a roll of filament is only $20, $22, and the machine cost me $100. So, like, you can do it for fairly inexpensive. On the other end of that, you're going to get that kind of quality out of it. And granted, I have all the time in the world to, you know, manipulate the machine and kind of screw around with it to get, like, as good of a print as I can out of it. And I've done a bunch of, like, tunings and all that. So, like, I've kind of maximized what I can really get out of my machine. That being said, if I bought a more expensive machine, I might have more features where I wouldn't have to do as much fine tuning or like I printed up these. I printed up the mansion keys. I can actually go full screen. Like, I printed up a full set of the keys, you know, and I had silver filament, so I printed silver ones in silver, and I'm gonna paint these eventually. But like, those took 2 different tries, 2 different iterations to print. Like, it's not bad. It just, you know, it doesn't cost nothing to do though. So like, I want to. How dare you tell me I have no item space? Oh, of course I have no item space. Good call. Good call, game. Thank you. I can't take credit for them. I just printed them. I actually found these on Thingiverse, which, if you have any kind of, like, passing interest in 3D printing, like, go hop on Thingiverse and take a look around. Like, it's real interesting to look at the stuff people come up with. Even while I wait for my Steam Deck, like, I printed up a little charger holder for it. Oh, so like, you can kind of make anything you want with that kind of stuff, as long as like you can design it, or somebody else already has and you can grab the design. But like most of them are free. Like most of the designs people make, they post for free. So you can just, you know, have that. Like, I think that's really neat. It's kind of a, I want to save, and I keep forgetting to leave a item slot open. I'm going to leave this for now, because this is my biggest problem with this game, and I'm going to say it a million times. Like, the item management in this game is horrendous. Like, it's awful. And it should feel bad about it. But yeah, we're going to save real quick, and I think that's going to be it for tonight, because I am quickly running out of steam. And I'm going to grab these shotgun shells so I don't forget to come grab them next week, and then I just lost 7 shotgun shells. I used up a lot of them in the bat fight. I mean, so that's a real thing. They, it's not like, I think they're only using it in like unlimited scales, but they have actually made a device to 3D print houses. Like they have straight up made 3D printed homes. It's really cool. It works the same way where it's just like a head that moves layer to layer, but it lays down a layer of cement like that thick. It's wild to see. I know there's videos on like YouTube and shit for it. Like, you should definitely check that out at some point. But yeah. I think that about does it for me, though. I am out of steam and I am starving, because I haven't eaten anything yet today. But I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here, Absurd Taco. Thank you for being here, Ultimate Unit. I hope you enjoyed coming in. First time chat show. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, like definitely check out the 3D printed homes. It's wild watching that thing do it. It just lays down like a layer of cement. But thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate both of you being here, and y'all have a good night. I'll be back Sunday with another part of Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, because I have not been able to get that game out of my head. As always, you can follow me on my social medias down here. Follow me on Twitch. We're only 9 away, but y'all have a good night. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate anybody who's lurking. Y'all take care.